be available, and it'll just be Genji.
Right. Was that chat? Rate the Riz 1 out of 10. I mean, fuck, 1 to 10, not 1 out of 10. Now you're just gonna type 1 out of 10. Rate it on a scale. Doesn't matter anymore. Okay, starting. Genshin starting. I didn't tweet about the stream because I don't really care that much. It's not that important. Well, it is. It's really cool. I can't wait. But
ドラを鳴らして堂々参上。人間は星空を掌握する欲望を隠さない。私もよ。さようなら。逃がさないわ。一発の羽で行くよ。そうよ、一体。
Buenas noches, viejo. Buenas noches, Ricardo. ¿Ya están listos para los streams? Vienen 2 seguiditos. Buenas noches. Está oscuro todavía, viejo. Noche. Aunque no es verdad, aquí todavía está muy oscuro. 7:21, son las 5:20 acá, 5 de la mañana. Ahora vamos a ver. 2 minutos y medio dice todavía. Buen loot, creo. Bueno, no. ¿Cuándo vamos a jugar Minecraft? No lo sé. No sé qué día sea bueno para jugar Minecraft. Y está enfermo, tiene que dormir, viejo.
消化勝利人事なす逃がさないわ
Por eso se enferma, de que no duerme bien. Se la pasa jugando a Minecraft.
湘南に過ぎないわ陰陽転換落ち着いてないわ
Hoy llego al 90%. Interesante.
一発ド派手にいくよ立ちなさい人間は星空を掌握する欲望を隠さない私もよそうよ一体人事なす落ち着いて立ちなさい検証よさよう
Yo me desperté como a la 1 de la mañana y no me podía dormir. Tuve miedo. Está todo feo. Creo que ya va a empezar. Uy, ya está empezando. Ay. Listo, a ver, vamos a ver qué tal. Uy, gracias, Ricardo. Vamos a ver. A ver qué tal. No lo inician todavía. Interesante. Veinte enemigos todavía me faltan. ¿Es el chat por acá?
生と死君らに選ぶ余地はないさあ飲んだ
Ya tardó mucho esto. Van 3 minutos de esto. De la imagen de carga del juego. Bueno, sigamos farmeando.
生と死君らに選ぶ余地はない
消化勝利
Y al ratito es el de Genshin. Sí, yo creo que ya termine para que ya veamos la Furina, viejo. Sí, aquí también están durmiendo. Ricardo. Ya se acabaron los bonos por hoy. Mañana le continuamos. Mañana otro dominio y así. Para que no siempre sea el mismo. Chanchito.
占いましょう。そうよ一体。
君らはこの生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
思い知らせてあげる。
始めよう。
Ya está empezando.
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chew.
Buenos días, Osnia. Vamos a ver qué tal esto.
Bobo on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and health. Immortal's delight, the drink of diviners.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the
Tengo miedo.
cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase. For further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Parece que le ponen más presupuesto que los de Genshin.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. My name is Hua.
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity. With evil spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations, the Ten Lords Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program will be bringing you the latest as the story unfolds. For
Está
more
la
details,
Sushan ahí tirada.
Stay tuned for the upcoming Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Beautiful creature, bless you for choosing to dally here. Allow me to ask you, as a fellow entity of the universe, are you acquainted with the goddess Sidrilla?
Another anomaly in this shining universe. Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can.
Está raro ese D-Look.
The beauty is eternal.
Hey, we made it. What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I'm gonna... I think I just found the
Unos TikToks.
Yo, what's up? You're finally here. Captain Huohua, should we start the ghost hunt now? Captain? You can just call me Huohua.
Sacaron a China.
The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of
Ahí se muere Jin Yuan, o no me acuerdo cómo se llama ese tipo viejo Shangli. Su personaje favorito. 7K, 5R, QY3. Vamos a poner los códigos de Honkai. No.
Darkness falls across the delve as ghost fires dance. The clock strikes 12. Well,
Acaso China,
whether or not your world has a
Ricardo.
midnight hour. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Interastral Peace Media's Haunted Cienjo special program. I'm your ghostly host with the most, Albert. For today's episode, we've invited two special guests. Together, we'll be introducing you to the Cienjo's weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful.
Hey guys, Grey Knife in here. It's an honor to be a guest on
¿Qué es el código protogemas para Honkai? Sonia.
I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
That's one way of putting it. Naturally, an anchor of my standing needs to have the best wardrobe department in town. Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe, and the universe is filled with the unknown. It should come as no surprise then that the Lafu has had its fair share of strange encounters. And speaking of strange, the trailer we just witnessed gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Lafu. Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the Heliobi trapped inside were able to escape. Know where they went to hide? Yup. Fixtral Garden.
I see. Wait, what's a Heliobi?
People say that the Heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts.
Pura le digan que más.
It's a truly frightening spectacle.
But the creation furnace wasn't exactly fragile. How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in dark clothing.
Huh. Gray hair, dark clothing. Did they have a baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me! The destruction of the creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtral Garden.
Fixtral Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths, and ancient trees. It's creepy enough in the day, but when the sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier. The garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings.
Qué interesante esa nueva
Since the
zona.
Heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Lafu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, And even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and Arumaton Spectral Envoys can become their victims. When you can't tell your friend from your enemy,
Buenos enemigos también.
things tend to
No lo
go
taca
south.
taca. No es taca taca. No son ni.
All that wasn't enough. They say that Mara-stricken members of the Ten Lords Commission also wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming material to me.
Nos dice que está embrujado el lugar,
Become the CNJO's #1 streamer in no
creo.
time.
Funny you should mention. To
No le
most
puse mucha atención.
Fixtral Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely
That's
got
okay.
much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate, the situation has changed. Recently, the Cienjo's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural phenomena in Fixtral Garden. Everything from self-playing
Dice que hay
violins
fantasmas.
to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the most reliable news sources.
Ugh, who cares if some of
Sí,
it
le
is
sí.
false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, Kwaiban performances, headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of
Siento que les
transferable
falta
skills.
un poquito más de que muestren qué es lo que está
Well, you
pasando,
better
porque
hope so.
siempre está casi esa imagen.
In the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a Foxian tale of the hunted, the ghost hunting squad will be responsible for chasing down Heliobi, purging evil, resolving crises, and protecting the Cienjo. A Foxian tale of the hunted is divided into 5 chapters and starts off with the ghost hunting squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly reverie. Once this chapter is complete, the story continues to unfold with twins, Precipient, Sword Essence, and Foxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Cienjo internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Gwaynifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtral Garden dangers in both Lawfu Urban Legends and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool!
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's Fixtral Exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwaynifin's socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion among Cienjo netizens and fans of
Nos vamos a meter al TikTok y al Twitter de Gwynaifen.
We're gonna get the whole CNJO talking. Seriously, this is once in a lifetime material. We gotta
Y vamos a
plug
poder
it for
postear
everything
cosas.
it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Gwaynifin, there's always room for creative talents at the IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names in the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes a long
Nos
way.
van a dar un cono, parece que el cono
Albert.
viene a Gwynaifen. Tal vez sea bueno para ella.
Invested in the CNJO for now, though. Good to know there's an
Aunque tendría más
offer on
sentido
the
que sea
table.
bueno para esta
I
tipa.
get it. But here's my card if you ever want a collab. Just give me a shot.
Sacarosa.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve as you unlock more suppression towers and take on new challenges.
Not to mention, by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event light cone, hey, over here.
Sí, es de
What do you
armonía.
think,
F.
Gwaylings? Let's give it up for Gwynaifin's generosity! Woo! Still, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the Cienjo's most formidable forces, the Ten Lords Commission. They're the judges of the Mara Struck, the arbiters of life and death. When it comes to warding off evil and expelling the supernatural, nobody does it like the Ten Lords. But despite their reputation, they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 lords are getting involved?
Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier!
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The 10 Lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the Fixture Garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that. Huahua is a wind-type character following the path of abundance and a trainee judge of the 10 Lords Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire? Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen!
Sería interesante, ¿esa viejo Shang le va a tirar por ella o no va a tirar por ella?
What are you two whispering about?
Le da miedo.
Nothing. Just beginning to doubt her credentials?
How did this little girl become a judge in the first place?
Good question.
Es abundancia.
Huahua is essentially a magnet for evil.
Abundancia es healer, ¿no?
Something super handy for the 10 Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Sounds
Nunca ella
qualified.
vendrá.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, Huahua's unique skill set isn't exactly a blessing. People say she has the worst luck on the CN show. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air, you know the deal.
Well, if I spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guilings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction, call it what you like. It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
When Huahua was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yep, it was a heliobus. That very same day, the 10 Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huahua under their wing.
I get it. So Huahua is kind of like a 10 Lords guinea pig. I think Herta had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However, the
Correcto,
10
Ricardo.
Lords realized that Huahua had the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power of a heliobus was seen as a potential weapon of war.
But she's just a baby!
How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities of the 10 Lords?
Oh, Huahua's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why she watches so many horror mercia, to train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huahua's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil. Huahua's basic attack, Banner Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single target.
Kind of looks like her tail is the one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Huahua bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Huahua's ultimate, Tail Spiritual Domination, can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Whoa!
Bolita.
So that's what a heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the 10 Lords Commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huahua has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives Sacrifice Life. Sacrifice Life can grant allies a set amount of HP
Sí, porque tiene miedo, Sonia.
at the beginning of their respective turns or when they use their ultimate.
Nice. Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Huahua's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state and scatters them in all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh, scaring away your enemies. Nice moves, Huahua. Still not getting judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course, when you're dealing with Heliobi, the more judges, the better. That's why the 10 Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than Hanya.
Se la va a sacar, viejo.
Hanya is a netherworld judge of the 10
Físico.
Lords Commission.
La verdad que debería ser 5 estrellas, Anya.
Following the path of harmony.
I remember
Locas como
that
me gustan.
face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of 2 sisters dedicated to the work of the 10 Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding judgments. Or to be more precise, Hanya reads the karmic sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the 10 Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a 10 Lord.
Yo pensé que iba a ser 5 estrellas,
She's put in
Anya.
the hours, that's for sure.
Y hubiera estado bien también. Creo que no tenemos armonías de 5 estrellas. Excepto Bronia, ¿no?
Ooh, sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Huahua, but
Y Bronia está
those
rota.
sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the Huahua bullying. But speaking of credentials, it's time to see what Hanya can do on the battlefield. During her basic attack, Hanya uses her oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh? I'll get my coat.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skill, Samsara Lot, can inflict them with a burdened state.
Ooh, is that Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict increased damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
When the going gets tough, Hanya's got
Estamos a 11 grados ahorita, Ricardo.
Hanya's ultimate, 10 Lords Decree, all shall obey, can increase speed and attack for a single ally. When Hanya uses her technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
All that aside, in version 1.5, the new Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Perdition, will appear within the Fixtural Garden map on the
Voy por un café.
Siege's Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials. Within the same map, we'll also be welcoming Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Darkness. Complete the challenge to obtain 2 brand new cavern relics, Prisoner in Deep Confinement and Grand Duke Incinerated to Ashes. Woo! Well, that just about brings us to the final sections of our Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Huh? Already? This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful Foxian spirits knocking on your door at midnight? That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials. Hey, you there! Sick and tired of the daily grind? Had enough of running errands? Do you long for rapturous applause and cheering voices? How about increased self-confidence and a sense of pride? Then do we have an opportunity for you? The Boulder Town Martial Exhibition is now open for registration. Put yourself to the test by challenging the best. This event will once again be hosted by Scott Business Alliance. Scott Business Alliance, made for the champions. In order to bring our audience a brand new experience, this event will be adopting a simultaneous exhibition format. Use your fists to prove your worth. Enter I Am the Ultimate Fighter to register your name. Could you be Boulder Town's new fighting star? A stellar
Ahí está el otro
Shadow Seeker
código.
recruitment announcement. March 7th, member of the Nameless has put out a cordial invitation for anyone able to restore her photographs to the way she remembers them. The images in question were inexplicably damaged. I lost all kinds of cool pictures. Beautiful scenery, strange encounters, you name it. There's a big reward for anyone that can help me restore the images. Actions speak louder than words. Miss March's memories are in your hands. Madam Herta of the Genius Society is about to launch unlimited beta testing for the newly developed Simulated Universe World 8. Participants will have their costs covered and progress saved for future iterations. In order to participate in this offline confidential beta test, please head to the most mysterious place in the universe, Herta's office. Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new Pentagony Land of the Dreams and ferment.
Pero no dicen que hacen los artefactos nuevos.
Get testing. Good news. The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin. It's the version you know and love. Let the computer do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your
Llego tarde a la Rapsada.
servant.
Ya ven 2 códigos.
Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite
Ya
audience?
se fue Ginaifen.
Great to see you.
No,
We've already been
van
gone,
dos.
and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti!
No tiene ni voz.
Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition.
Erudition.
As a devoted admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot. Especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all things in the universe. Such is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent.
No puede ser, ¿por qué no puede ser, viejo?
Are beyond question. May the names of
¿Le gusta
Argenti
Argenti o no?
be blessed for all eternity.
¿Va a tirar por él?
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial.
Full skip de versión.
Corporate ambassador.
El juego está
Finally forgot
muy
our
divertida,
end
Rapsada.
bargain. The IPM
Y
acknowledges
Hania
that
también
Adrilla the
se ve
Beauty
interesante.
is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, why
Ahora
did
tengo
you
que
make
usar
it
mi
so hard to
herramienta.
now?
Don't
F.
need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Allow me to explain. Adrilla's beauty permeates everything. Take Argenti, for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique.
Ese lo están pasando bien rápido.
Different effects depending
Lo
on the
odian.
amount of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Adrilla, When
Yo también
consuming a
pensé que era
small amount
fuego.
of energy, Argenti's ultimate,
Pues físico.
or in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes Merit bestowed in my garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
Huh? Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so the more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly! Stronger combat, faster energy regeneration, more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's energy.
Woo! Argenti is kinda handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
They say looks can kill. That's true. That Argenti fans are
Ya se
in for
acabó.
a fatal surprise in version 1.5.
Le dieron más importancia a Hania que a Argenti.
Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Yo creo que ya va a acabar esto.
A wash a what
Porque
now?
en 10 minutos empieza el de Genshin.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Washtopias along its journey. Washtopias specialize in cleaning in
Desde que empezó el de Genshin.
There are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder.
Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? You say? Far too boorish a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude.
Ahí está, 10 minutos.
Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply
Tengo
respects.
miedo.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Demasiadas furinas.
Anyway, with the
Y las manos de
Arlequino,
Requino.
let's move straight on to the version 1.5 warp events.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character event warp, Bloom and Gloom, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Wah-Wah.
Yours, my favorite
Está feo el banner.
judge.
Ya
During the
tengo
second phase of version 1.5,
Serral.
we'll be welcoming 2 character
Y no quiero a
event
Daneng.
warps in Thorns of Scented Crown. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character.
Creo que esta ya la tengo
Argenti.
C6. Solo me interesa Anya.
Meanwhile, in Contract Zero, the familiar face of Silver Wolf will be joining the warp. Not to mention the 4-star character Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned second phase character event warps.
Long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Night of Fright, will be boosted. While in the second phase of version 1.5,
¿Qué pasó ahora, viejo?
the 5-star light cone, an instance before gaze, will enter the light cone event warp. At the same time, the drop rate for the
El
5-star
principal banner
light
está
cone
pocho.
incessant
Es lo que les
range
digo.
will
Está
be
feito.
boosted.
All aboard!
Solo me interesaría hacerlo al de ahí, pero.
Train is about to make the
Y
jump.
Hania.
And here's a
El otro tipo no me acuerdo quién era.
Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and
Ah,
character
el-
extension screens. Every character will have brand new voice lines.
No me acuerdo, pero es Electro y nadie lo usa.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Is that Huohuo's ascension line? So cute. Wait, if a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Such a neat idea.
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten
Arlan,
Hall
sí,
combat,
Arlan.
Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like
Está
this.
Hania viejo ahí
If
en
things aren't going too
el de
smooth
juego.
when challenging a certain stage, Trailblazers
En el de
can choose
Oriente
to
viene
return to the Forgotten Hall
está
map
Links nada
and
más.
restart the challenge.
Y ya está.
When re-challenging, previously used
No está mal,
abilities
pero ya las
are
tengo.
replenished. A chance to replan your maze technique strategy, perhaps.
E6.
And I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Whew, that is a relief.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat
Increíble.
line for each stage is now remembered, regardless of whether you met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be
Eso
waiting
sí,
for you
viejo
on
Shangli.
the preparation screen.
Eso es
No need
gratis.
for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers.
Está interesante eso de que no tienes que regresar desde el inicio cuando reinicias. En la segunda parte del abismo, deberían de ponerlo en Genshin.
Well, looks like it's time for our final redemption code. See you on the other side, Trailblazers.
Y del último. No es el de Genshin. Aquí está. 4 minutos todavía.
I'm back.
Me too.
Me three! Good to see you again, Trailblazers. You're just in time to help us wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Aw, is it that time already? I was just getting started.
Be my guest, Trailblazer. This owl is ready to flap.
Aren't you forgetting something, Albert? I'm pretty sure you didn't mention the thing.
Thing? What thing?
The thing!
That thing? Winky winky.
Gift of Odyssey! How could I forget? In version 1.5,
No puede ser.
Trailblazers can get their hands on 10 warps through the check-in event.
There it is!
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event. And that's not the only thing to love in version 1.5. Anything in today's IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me up! As for me, it was all about those unique characters. Huohuo's tale backstory, Hanya's Ten Lords expertise, and Argenti's
Nos quiere
mysterious
mucho
search for the beauty.
Honkai viejo.
Can't wait to see them in person.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
El rosa de Senseiya.
And with
A mí me
that,
recuerda a Diluc.
Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful
Diluc bien
holiday
hecho.
journey. Thank you for supporting the IBM. See you in the next one.
See ya!
Bueno,
Sure,
bye.
lazy later.
Oh, ya no terminé esto. F. ¿O sí? No, no con un T. A ver si encontramos uno que esté solito. Solito. En lo que empieza el de Genshin, 2 minutos. Lo voy a matar con... Oh, casi se muere. Uh. jefe. Hay que buscar otro que esté solito. No hay otro. Y no puede ser. Por acá. Un minuto para que empiece el Genshin. No. No nos va a dar tiempo. Ahí. Bueno, estará terminando. Sí, estará terminando. ¿Suponer Genshin? ¿Se ha silenciado o no? Ahí está. Modo teatro. Bien. ¿Genshin con Thunderlord? Sí, puede ser. Diluc del otro bando. ¿Del abismo quieres decir, Ricardo? Tengo miedo. Yes. Uf. ¿No se escucha? No. Ahí está.
Proud. Some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth,
Está divertido
justice,
en
and
japonés, creo,
divinity,
el stream.
then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations.
¿Y ese quién
Is
es?
there something that you needed?
¿Esa quién es? ¿No sabes,
If you
viejo?
wish to seek an audience
Debe
with
hacer
me,
misiones
then please
también.
make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Alice Cardinal, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
You and I both
Empezamos
know
bien.
there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! What's the news? Say cheese! Breaking news!
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair
people-
and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor will now
This
begin.
trial is...
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusalo.
Everyone's dead. Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
¿Se quedaron sin palabras? Para el viejo. F. Furina. La conocemos 3 parches. 2.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by 2 guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the Dragon Sovereign of Water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2.
Como que free to play, viejo.
In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess. She's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow. Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing
I
in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some spotlights and it's like a curtain.
Seems like, maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right, so, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting, right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child? Yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yup. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good. But we really need to talk about Farina. She's confronted with because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers' help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed. No way.
Come on, guys. Have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words.
Me gustan los iconos de sus habilidades.
Understandable.
Hola, Shaco.
It is I, after all.
Buenos días.
Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
it's
amazing.
You'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a
Yo
performance.
pensé que sería fuego por la ropa, resulta que digo, no, desde que salió tiene ahí su visión. De cuando salió en Inazuma.
Speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Pero vamos a ver qué hace Shaco.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Hola, Cari, buenos días.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive.
Whoa, that is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Totally. Also, look at her
Surda
elemental
Furina.
burst. Her
her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
¿Cómo sabes que es Surra?
Wait, so the creatures that Furina summons, they look a lot like the Fontamer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Porque lo veas.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat!
La espada la tiene en otra mano. Ahí la tiene en la derecha, ¿no?
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontamer aberrants. I would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Furina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Furina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier,
No dicen cuando.
Gentilhomme Usher. And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Todavía hay probabilidad de que la retrasen.
So when
Shaco.
Furina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Furina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
No creo que la retrasen.
Furina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Craboletta, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active
La mesa de tartas, ya salió el tráiler.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Es una mezcla de Jing Liu y
all that, but at the very top, you said
Cele de Honkai.
Defaults to an
Muy
Usia
interesante,
Arca
se ve divertida.
alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Furina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Furina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Furina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Furina's elemental skill will remain
Lord
on the
Taylor,
field
¿vas a
for a
tirar
period of
por
time
Argenti, Corgi?
even
No
after
creo que tires por
Furina is
Argenti.
switched out.
El banner de cuando se está todo
Furina's
feo.
elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases
Tal vez por el
or
banner de
decreases,
Silver
Furina
Wolf.
will accumulate
Digo, por el banner, por el
fanfare
cono.
points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Furina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Furina's character. It's very
Hasta que no esté
showy
con nosotros
and
no voy a estar
unpredictable.
contento, Shakov.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real.
Ya puede que la cancelen.
Due to her knowledge of deepwater aberrants,
¿Tiene la potencia
Furina's
noble?
passive
Sí.
talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah,
Hay pastillas,
and
okay.
that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Furina's summons is on the field, Furina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is so cool.
Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Furina's
Como
outfit
Kokomi.
changes whenever she
Si tengo
switches
suerte
to
podré
Arca.
conseguir a Furina con su arma.
Yeah, Good
Esperemos que sí,
eye.
Robert.
You're correct. It does change.
Solo
But,
esa
you know, such
rodilla.
is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so if you want to learn more about Furina, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Oof.
Ah, amazing! Okay, so next up we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right, it's Charlotte! Yay!
Oh, adorable.
So cute.
Charlotte.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them
Charlotte?
on an adventure all over Tibet.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth.
Las flores de
gave her
Kala
passion,
Shakov.
don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't.
Va a tomar
end up
como una
getting
semana
anything that she
entonces de
wanted.
subirla a nivel 90 a la Furina.
But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain.
A menos de que me meta a robar a otros
Speaking of
mundos.
her camera,
Flores.
Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion.
F,
They're
Ricardo.
friends. Charlotte's talent for photography
Sí sale
is
Furina,
truly a marvel.
Hay que
No
tener
matter the
fe.
subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontainians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has its own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori.
7 de marzo.
Even commissioned Monsieur Verite
Los talentos se pueden
accessories
maxear.
in
No, no se
several
pueden
different
maxear los
styles to match
talentos.
different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is
Aw.
pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just
La
shows
primera
how much
semana-
Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes,
Si acaso
it really does.
puedes subir como a
Okay,
nivel 7,
let's
creo.
go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character
Ocho.
showcase, shall we?
Ooh,
Ooh,
let's do it.
yes.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered. Say cheese! Breaking news!
Guerra usa. Nuevo semanal. Sí, la
Oh,
ballena.
amazing.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and
makes
then like
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super
Yeah.
dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
News on the march. Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion,
Sí, viene
Monsieur
con
Verite,
Furina.
she
Y viene
captures
primero.
enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The
Same.
more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents
como
will
Najira.
intermittently take damage.
Whoa.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that
¿Cuál que hicieron
continuously
en
restores
Honkai,
HP to
Robert?
party members within its range.
Viene
Monsieur
Hania
Verite,
con
he's also going to
Juan.
join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target.
Eso, 4
When paired with
estrellas.
Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives
Charlotte
a
es
healing
4
bonus.
estrellas.
When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now, that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget
Parlan
called
blanco y
the Zoom Lens.
cerrado.
When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called
Ya los tengo
First
E6 a
Person
todos.
Shutter.
Robert, son de esos
When
gratis.
you hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super rad. And, you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are going to come out of that.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the zoom lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
Interesante.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version
Baishu.
4.2 Event Wishes.
Ooh!
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
¿Ya viene con el campeón del mundo?
Boost.
No, sí viene en la primera, ¿no? Con Juego.
Splendor of Tranquil Waters will be featured in the weapon
Juego.
event banner.
Huge sword.
And in the second half of version
Sino y
4.2,
Ayato,
we'll have
okay.
reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Super skipeable
Let's
ese.
take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's investigating something.
Ooh.
Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's waters. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's here already?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Well. It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the
Primero
seal
es el
and
Silverwolf,
descended
después
upon
es Lucua.
Fontaine.
Ooh,
De hecho,
it's
debió haber
big.
sido
It feels like it might
Jin
be
Yuan?
burst straight through the screen.
en lugar de
I hope
Silverwolf.
not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar. What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to
La
outsmart
Farina
it
siempre se ve
instead.
bien.
The creature just freed itself
Robert.
from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
Ooh.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a
Interesante.
massive sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
Sí, es
I
raro.
wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the Challenge Failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh,
Para los que no pueden contra la
love
Shogun.
that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck
más en
while
contra
trying to
A.
advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do
Apenas
it.
vamos 2 códigos. A ver. H. No. Listo. Creo que lo puse bien. Sí, está bien. Me gusta esta imagen de las urinas. Me da mucho miedo. Esperamos que esté bien. Probablemente la siguiente o la otra siguiente. En este fin de semana deberían de sacar el teaser de los personajes que vienen de la próxima versión. Antes de que empiece la beta.
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and
Nos
a
vemos,
new
viejo
boss.
Shangli.
But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary.
Y viene la maestra del Tartas también,
Aside
Robert.
from investigating crises, it seems
El
like
diseño
our
también
Hydro
se ve-
Archive also goes on occasional
se ve good.
excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Nice.
Nada varía.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Furina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Furina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Furina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place!
Interesante.
It does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are
Espero que
definitely
sí la
not what they
saquen,
seem.
Robert.
For example,
Ya
strange
le
things have
hicieron
been happening with
tutis.
the water veins around Loch Aranea. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it
Y nunca me
looks
gustará,
all
Robert.
withered and
And the water doesn't
Tampoco
look
se me hace tan roto el
quite
Tartas.
right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Furina also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more
Muchos de los
about the
contenidos
story
están haciendo
behind the
streaming en
new
YouTube
Aranea's
porque
Forest region, be
están
sure to check
odiando
out
a
the version
Twitch.
4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Araneas. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then
Y porque es muy
would
difícil
certainly
crecer
be a
en
world quest
Twitch.
that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Aranea's forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall
Para
above
que
an island
crezcas
in
en
the middle of
Twitch
the
tienes
sea.
ya como que
Perhaps
tener
it's also
que te
guarding some
conozcan.
unspeakable secrets.
Porque
Actually,
yo
it
llevo
looks
haciendo
like
los
that's the very
streams
next stop on Furina's itinerary. So
a
let's go
como
check it
2
out.
años
Okay,
y todavía
I
no
bet
tengo
a
lo
bunch
suficiente
of
para
travelers
monetizar en
noticed this
Twitch.
tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Entonces nada más es con tiempo como en YouTube.
Yeah, in version 4.2,
En YouTube en un año ya
the
consigues
sealed ruined
monetización más o
tower
menos.
is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower
También YouTube tiene
and
mejor calidad de
known
video
buried secrets
y
will be
audio.
unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all
¿También
the
los grandes ya se
secrets
están pasando?
churning
Sí, es
under the
que
seemingly
cambiaron
calm
muchas políticas en
waters.
Twitch.
Yes, I want answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies
Hidrotulpa.
intersect.
Oh,
Es el
Destinies! In certain underwater
El jefe de
caves, a new
Furina.
life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse
¿Entrar a
powers of
verlo en YouTube?
transformation while in combat.
Igual nos puede servir
so
porque
don't let your guard down,
si,
travelers.
Yes. And some places
si la gente que
still
lo vea a
seem to
él
tell the stories of events long past,
le
no
recomiendan
matter
nuestros
how
canales,
long
puede
they've
ser
been
bueno.
abandoned.
Nuestros canales
So in this
chiquitos.
update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix's adventure quest line that was introduced over the last 2 versions.
¿Otra vez?
And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Furina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aw.
Farina is pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of,
Sí.
let's move on
Pienso sí sacarla, Robert. Es 90%
The
de
Fontaine Fishing
daño crítico.
Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Araneus Island.
Ooh, another investigation.
I know.
Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh, yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters.
Ya me compras el pase. Sí, compro el pase, pero
All that jazz.
no le da
it seems like the perfect
tanto daño crítico
opportunity
el
for a
arma del
little
pase.
penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific
Poco de tarjeta
domain
nunca cae
and
mal, es
obtain any
correcto.
treasures that they may be guarding.
Aparte, mis pitis están muy avanzados
The
en
clockwork penguin will
Genshin.
provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the
Porque
story
eso
behind
usando la
these battles,
show con
travelers will just
Nilo.
have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is...
Sí, sí la tengo.
Oh, the cute little fungi are back.
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote
No me
Lil
acuerdo cuál agarré.
Fungi's Fantastic
La
Fiesta.
pasada.
Oh, and speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. We actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note I'm unfolding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game.
Interesante.
Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what else Furina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition.
Ya que pongan el
She
siguiente
believes
código.
that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the Traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting.
Whoa.
You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist. Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties.
Como en Honkai.
Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Ojalá lo hicieran algún día, Robert. No solo me recuerda lo mejor que es Honkai, lo más amigable que es Honkai y Genshin. Todo el material de voz también sería interesante. No sé si eso lo hayan hecho alguna vez, creo que no. Doble jefe semanal, pero eso tampoco lo hacen en Honkai, entonces no creo que lo hagan en
Welcome
Genshin.
back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end.
Aww, I know.
¿No que había más cosas?
So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG.
Ooh.
In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
Escribir ese código.
Cool.
That's awesome. And, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also
No juego esta cosa,
return in version
entonces.
4.2.
Ooh. And in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about
No sé cuántas
prerequisite
personas
quests
no lo hayan
even
hecho.
clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to
Tampoco es
certain
como que esté
content.
difícil, es
awesome.
muy rápido hacer esas misiones para
great.
sacar a sus jefes.
Oh, and it seems like that's all
Es más
we
para
have
los
for the
jugadores
latest
nuevos,
version
creo.
update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening,
Bueno,
and
ya es
I know
como-
personally, aside from all the intrigue
Vamos a vivir.
around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy events.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much,
Sí.
everybody, and see you all in game. Bye. Toodaloo.
El 8 de noviembre dice que... ¿Y si la retrasaron? ¿Ah, no? ¿O sí? A ver. Es el miércoles, el 8 de noviembre. Tengo miedo. Vamos a ponerle sonido a esto y hacemos las tiradas que vamos a hacer acá. Conti. Hola, hoy había live stream. ¿Ya se acabó, King? Justo acaba de terminar. Justo acaba de terminar. Fueron dos de Honkai y de Genshin. Esa misión de ganarles con un ulti no me gusta. A veces no sale en automático y a veces sí. Y si no, hay que hacerlo manual. Luego los enemigos son muy débiles y explotan con cualquier ataque. A verte ahí. ¿Puedo bajar? No. No sé ni dónde estoy. Ir a meter los códigos. De acuerdo, Ricardo. Suerte. Vamos a ponerles con todo. ¿Crees que cuando estos se mueran de un ulti de... Vamos a pegarle a este. Vamos a este. Y ahora sí se deben de morir. La semana pasada no encontré ningún código. Sí, es que lo retrasaron porque falleció un ex ministro de China. Y hubo luto nacional. Vamos a tomar una foto. Listo. ¿Las protos? ¿Qué protos? Shakov, ya aprendí el código. Listo. Vamos entonces. Tengo miedo. Nos vemos luego, Ricardo. Suerte. No, otro Luca. Luca y 7 de marzo. 7 de marzo está bien. Bueno, vamos a mimir. No hay nada más. Ah. Vamos a activar. Idolons. ¿Cómo ya llegó a 6? Es 6, Luca. No tenía ninguno. La versión pasada. Lo pedí que me lo dieran gratis en el evento. Vale, pues, vamos a vivir. Nos vemos al ratito.